Bring back the panel, Doug Thornell, Ann Kornblut, and Jonathan Collegio. Okay, you're with an outside group. Let's talk about where you're spending your money. How you're spending more money in the presidential race or Senate race right now?
We're up with $7.4 million in the presidential, and I think that there's another $4 or $5 million that's going on in the Senate right now.
So it's sort of a not quite an even split there. Where are you spending money in Senate races?
In Senate races right now, we're on the air in Montana, North Dakota, Ohio, and Virginia, I believe. And
are you a believer, like I am, that the super PAC money makes a bigger impact in Senate and House races than it does in the presidential?
Well, I mean, I guess we'll find out this year, but I think, obviously, given how much less money goes into each of these races, there's that potential, which I guess I'm surprised that you wouldn't want to spend more, since you could have potentially an outsized influence.
You know, and Doug, what has been your impression of how the outside groups, it's been interesting, on the House side, you're both veterans on the House side, House Democrats are surprised there hasn't been more Republican super PAC money.
Yeah, well, it obviously made a big difference in 2010, put some races in play that probably wouldn't have been. But I think that, one of the things about the Senate map that I'm surprised about is now you have Indiana in play. Now you have a state like Arizona that looks like it could be in play.
Well, for every Indiana and Arizona, there's a Connecticut, and it's like it is interesting how the map is not.
I think ultimately Connecticut's going to be fine for Democrats, but I don't think Republicans were expecting to have to spend money in Arizona, Indiana, and certainly didn't want to spend money in Missouri, and they're not now.
Jonathan, answer me this question. There has been some criticism. It was quiet criticism. You probably saw it in that roll call article yesterday. Where's Crossroads in House races? What do you say to this?
Well, I mean, there's still time left, right? And I mean, the House races generally break late. It's difficult to get a handle on what's truly competitive. Well, it might be. I'm not going to give away a strategy. Why would I do that? I have a House Democratic strategist across from me.
But it does seem, with all the saturation that's going on, it's hard to buy ad time in a presidential, is it not?
It is. At this point, if you're just laying down money for the first time, yeah, it's very, very expensive.
All right, shameless plugs. Ann Kornblut, you go first.
My colleague Ann Gearan has a great piece on the front of the Washington Post today about Hillary Clinton and her legacy being tested as a result of Benghazi.
Hillary Clinton. Have we seen her on camera?
Who?
Hillary Clinton?
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
Very interesting that we haven't seen her during this thing. Doug.
My old high school Sidwell friends in Washington, D.C., their football team's undefeated, 5-0.
No kidding. I didn't know that. And Jonathan.
Latest addition to the Collegio family, Eliana Grace Collegio, 3 weeks old yesterday. My wife, Rebecca, has the hardest job in our family, so.
And you're surprisingly awake. All right, that's it for this edition of the Daily Rundown. I'm headed to Kentucky today, Danville. It's an hour from everywhere. I'll see you tomorrow from the debate side at Center College. Coming up next, Chris Jansing. Bye-bye.
Business travel forecast.